Well, there's three quick things I just want to share with you before we close that I've been learning. And one of the things is, if you can get ahead of worry, you can stay ahead of worry. But if you let worry get ahead of you, worry is going to worry you until you find something else to worry about. I mean, that's just the way it works. And so let me just tell you, start your day, every day, deciding and declaring your trust in God. Begin your day declaring your trust in God. And I would start with this passage, Matthew chapter 6. I mean, it's a great place to start, but it's about renewing your mind. It's about getting God's word into our hearts and our minds and declaring our trust in Him. The second thing is what I said a few minutes ago. Go ahead and start relabeling your worry. It's tomorrow. Whatever that thing is, that burden, that conflict, that's tomorrow. I'm not worrying about tomorrow because God has my tomorrow. And then thirdly, and this one's a little more difficult, but it's powerful. When you begin to worry, start praying. When Tammy and I, we learned about this tumor right away, we started praying every night. We had tried that many, many times in our 31 years of marriage and in and out of that and just never, quite stuck and like, we're too busy or whatever, all the excuses. And it's just amazing how for the last 2 years, how it has stuck with us. And it's transformed our relationship. It's just taken us to a whole new level. But it's not just about us praying together. It's also about praying for others. Because we can get so consumed in our own worries and our struggles and needs. That's why Jesus says here, you seek first my kingdom, and I got yours. Find out what God is doing in the kingdom around us. Who else needs a word of encouragement? Who needs a prayer? Who can I write a note to? Who can I pick up the phone and call to encourage? But who else can I pray for? And as you pray, it's amazing the work God will do in your own heart. So Tammy was in the hospital for about 2 weeks. The whole week was in intensive care. The second week was in rehab. And it's interesting looking back now to whenever the surgery was rescheduled in that conversation with my doctor. As I look back at all that stress and worry, it was like that was all for nothing. It really actually worked out better later. But Tammy, she did all the therapy. She worked hard on that. I'll show you a picture here right before she got out of the hospital. If you have a weak stomach, you can turn your head there, but those are the staples there. And then the next picture here is us just before she left the hospital. This was her first time where she didn't have to use a cane. So she could hold my hand going down the hospital hallway there. And then she had several more months. Our moms came out, supported us for months, every week, 4 or 5 days of the hospital doing all the therapy. And it was an incredible journey there in terms of what it took for her. And so the great thing is she's fully functional. She can talk. She's been playing tennis competitively for the last year and has just been doing great. And we just are so grateful to God for that. And so, yeah. So we just thank the Lord, for what He's done there. So the interesting thing is that 3 months ago, Tammy started to have minor seizures. And here we go. Another opportunity. Trust God. And you know what? This time it was a lot different. We've been praying together for a couple years. And it's just amazing as we connected with Him and just that personal relationship and the assurance that was there and the trust and the sense of His presence, that God has really given us a peace. He really has. It's a peace it's unexplainable. I just can't explain it to you. But we know that God's got us. He has our future. Jesus says, therefore I tell you, don't worry. Trust me. I've got this.